Now let us discuss the concept of Pythagoras theorem. The Pythagoras theorem states that if we have a right angle triangle, right angled at B, suppose ABC is a right angle triangle, right angled at B, then we have to, the Pythagoras theorem states that the square of the hypotenuse, that means AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. So this is the Pythagoras theorem. Now I would like to prove this Pythagoras theorem. So it has been given to us ABC as a right angled triangle, right angled at B, and we are to prove AB square plus BC square is equal to AC square. This is the Pythagoras theorem. Square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares of the two sides. So for this we will make some construction. We will draw a BD perpendicular to AC. From B we will draw a perpendicular to AC, meeting AC at D. As in our earlier videos, we have discussed the similarity of the triangles. That means if we draw a perpendicular from a triangle, from the right angle to the hypotenuse, then the triangles so formed are similar to each other and similar to the whole triangle. So from that we can say that in triangle ABC and triangle ADB, angle A is common in both, and angle B is 90 degree in ABC and angle D is 90 in ADB. So the triangle as angle B is equal to angle D, each 90, and angle A is equal to angle A, it is common in both. So we can say that triangle ABC is similar to triangle ADB using the double A criteria of similarity. From the similarity we can write the ratio of the corresponding sides. So AB upon AD is equal to AC upon AB. That means AB upon AD is equal to AC upon AB. So is equal to BC upon DB. Using this relation, using the first and the second equality, we can see that AB square is equal to AC into AD. That means AB square is equal to AC into AD. Let us mark it as equation 1. As we have proved that triangle ABC is similar to ADB, we can also prove that ABC is similar to BDC. That means triangle. Similarly, we can say that triangle ABC is similar to triangle BDC, because in both the triangles, angle B, in the first in ABC angle B is 90 degree and in the second angle D is 90 degree. So angle B is equal to angle D and angle C is common in both the triangles. So the triangle ABC is similar to BDC. Using this similarity, we can write the ratios. So we will get the ratio as AB upon BD is equal to BC upon DC is equal to AC upon BC. That means AB upon BD, taking first two vertices of this is upon first two vertices of the other. That means AB upon BD, because A corresponds to B and B corresponds to D. So AB upon BD is equal to BC upon DC is equal to AC upon BC. And using the second and the third relation, we can say that BC square is equal to AC into DC. Let us mark it as equation 2. So now we have two equations. AB square is equal to AC into AD and BC square is equal to AC into DC. So adding equation 1 and 2, that means we are adding equation 1 and equation 2, we get that AB square plus BC square is equal to AC into AD plus AC into DC. So taking AC common, we get AD plus DC, and we know that AD plus DC is equal to AC. So AC into AC, this is equal to AC square. Hence we can say that AB square plus BC square is equal to AC square, and this is what the Pythagoras theorem states, that the hypotenuse square is equal to the sum of the squares of the two sides. So this is how we have proved the Pythagoras theorem. So to sum up, I would say that we were given a right angle triangle ABC, and we were supposed to prove that AB square plus BC square is equal to AC square. This is the Pythagoras theorem. So for this we have done a construction. We have drawn BD perpendicular to AC, meeting AC at D. So now in the earlier video also we have said that triangle ABC is similar to triangle ADB. So, and if I have proved here also, because angle B is equal to angle D, it is common in both, and angle A is equal to angle A, angle B is equal to angle D, each is 90 degree. Angle A is equal to angle A because it is common in both. So the triangle ABC is similar to ADB. Using the similarity, we can write the ratios of the corresponding sides of the two triangles. So AB upon AD, as the first two vertices in this name are corresponding to the first two vertices in the other name. So A corresponds to A and B corresponds to D. So AB upon AD is equal to AC upon AB, and similarly BC upon DB. And using the first and second relation, I have found that, and on cross multiplying, because I have taken AB upon AD is equal to AC upon AB, and then I have cross multiplied, I got AB square is equal to AC into AD. So I have marked this equation 1. As I have proved that triangle ABC is similar to ADB, we can also prove that triangle ABC is similar to BDC, and using this similarity, I have found the ratio of the similar corresponding sides, and then I used the second and the third statement, and I found that BC square is equal to AC into DC. Now I have added the first and the second equation, so I got AB square plus BC square is equal to sum of these two. Taking AC common, I got AD plus DC, and I know that AD plus DC is equal to AC, so I have multiplied AC with AC and I got AC square. So this is ultimately I got AB square plus BC square is equal to AC square, and this is what the Pythagoras theorem states, that this square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares of the two sides. Now let us apply the concept of Pythagoras theorem. Suppose we are given a right angle triangle in which two sides are 5 cm and 12 cm, and we are supposed to find the hypotenuse. So we will apply the Pythagoras theorem. Let us take the right angle triangle as ABC. Suppose ABC is a right angle triangle, right angled at B. Now we know that two sides have been given to us, AB as 5 cm and BC as 12 cm, and we are supposed to find the hypotenuse, that means AC we are supposed to find. Now we will use the Pythagoras theorem, because it is a right angle triangle and AC is the hypotenuse, because AC is a side opposite to the 90 degrees, so it is the hypotenuse. So we can say that AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. Now AB has been given to us as 5, so 5 square plus 12 square. That means we are adding the squares of the both sides, that means 5 square plus 12 square. So it will be equal to 25 plus 144, and it will be equal to 169. So we can say that AC square is equal to 169, or AC square is equal to 13 square. So AC will be equal to 13, because we know that 169 is the square of 13. So we can say the third side AC is equal to 13 centimeter. So AC is equal to 13 centimeter. So this is how we can use the concept of Pythagoras theorem to find the hypotenuse when the two sides of the triangle are given. Because we know that the hypotenuse square is equal to the sum of squares of the two sides. So we have squared the two sides and we have taken the sum, and it came out to be 169, and I know that as 169 is a square of 13. So I found that AC square is equal to 13 square, or we can say AC is equal to 13. So this is how the concept of Pythagoras theorem can be applied. Now let us try to prove the converse of the Pythagoras theorem. That means we are given a triangle in which the square of one side is equal to the sum of squares of the other two sides. we have to prove that the angle opposite to the first side is 90 degree. For example, we have been given a triangle ABC, in which triangle ABC such that it has been given to us that triangle ABC such that AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square, because it has been given to us the square of one side is equal to the sum of squares of the other two sides, and we are to prove that angle B is 90 degree. For this we will make some construction. Draw a triangle DEF such that angle D such that angle E is equal to 90 degree and DE is equal to AB and EF is equal to BC. That means we have drawn a triangle DEF such that angle D is 90 degree and AB is equal to DE and BC is equal to EF. So now the proof will be, as triangle DEF is a right angled triangle, therefore we can say that DF square is equal to DE square plus EF square, because we know that DE is equal to, because we know that DF is the hypotenuse and the square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares of the two sides, and further we know that DE is equal to AB. So instead replacing DE with AB and EF with BC, I get AB square plus AC square, and I know BC square because EF is equal to BC, so AB square plus BC square. But it has been given to us that AB square plus BC square is equal to AC square, so it will be equal to AC square. That means DF square is equal to AC square or DF is equal to AC. That means this side AC is equal to DF. Now in triangle ABC and triangle DEF, we know that AB is equal to DE by construction, and further BC is equal to EF also by construction, and we have proved that AC is equal to DF, proved above. So three sides of one triangle are correspondingly equal to the three sides of the other triangle. So we can say that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF, because we know that AB is equal to DE, BC is equal to EF and AC is equal to DF. We have proved, because according to the construction we have drawn DE is equal to AB and BC is equal to EF, and we have proved that AC is equal to DF, as the three sides of one triangle are correspondingly equal to the three sides of the other triangle. So triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF. Therefore from CPCT we can say that angle D is equal to angle E by CPCT. That means corresponding parts of congruent triangle, we can say that angle D is equal to angle E. But we know that angle E is 90 degree we have drawn, therefore angle D is equal to 90 degree. So this is how we have proved the converse of the midpoint theorem, converse of the Pythagoras theorem, because according to the Pythagoras theorem we know that this hypotenuse square is equal to the sum of the squares of the two sides, and in the converse we have been given that the relation is true. That means AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square, and we were supposed to prove that angle B is 90 degree. So we have done a construction. We have drawn a triangle DEF such that angle E is 90 degree, DE is equal to AB and EF is equal to BC, and we have joined DF. Now in the two triangle, as DEF is a right angle triangle, so DF square is equal to DE square plus EF square by Pythagoras theorem, and DE is equal to AB. So we have replaced DE with AB and EF with BC. So I got AB square plus BC square, and AB square plus BC square is equal to AC square. It has been given to us. So that means DF square is equal to AC square, or we can say DF is equal to AC. Now in the two triangles, three corresponding sides of one triangle are equal to the three corresponding sides of the other triangle. Therefore triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF by the SSS criteria. So, but angle E is 90 degree and angle DE is equal to angle B CPCT, but angle E is 90 degree as we have made by construction. So we can say that angle B is also 90 degree. Sorry, it is B. So angle B is also 90 degree. So hence we have proved the converse of the Pythagoras theorem. Now let us apply the converse of the Pythagoras theorem. We are given a triangle ABC, which is an isosceles triangle, such that AC is equal to BC. Suppose we are given a triangle ABC such that ABC such that AC is equal to BC, and we are given that AB square is equal to 2 times AC square, and we have to prove that ABC is a right triangle. So for this we know that it has been given, the solution will be AC is equal to BC, it has been given to us, and on squaring both sides we will get AC square is equal to BC square. So adding AC to AC square is equal to BC square, adding AC square to both sides, we will get AC square plus AC square is equal to BC square plus AC square, or we can say 2 times AC square is equal to BC square plus AC square, and we know that 2 times AC square is equal to AB square. So we can replace 2 times AC square with AB square. We get AB square is equal to BC square plus AC square. But and according to the converse of the Pythagoras theorem, if the sum of the squares of two sides is equal to the square of the third side, then the angle opposite to the third side will be a right angle. Now as we know that AB angle opposite to AB is C, therefore angle C is 90 degree. Hence we can say that triangle ABC is a right triangle. So hence we have proved that angle C is 90 degree, or we can say that ABC is a right triangle. This is how we can apply the concept of the converse of the Pythagoras theorem in certain situations.